Hello? We just had a very strange thing. I I don't know what just happened. We were streaming, and I'm not certain. Does anybody know what just happened? So one of two things just happened. Either my stream just crashed without any notification, which is really, really strange. You know, if a software like crashes, it would normally say, there's an error or whatever. Yeah. I don't understand what just happened. I'm not sure if it crashed or if I like closed the window by accident or something. I've never done that before. It's extremely strange. Did anybody notice anything? Like was there drop frames or was something going on before my stream just crashed? Yeah, we're back now, but what I'm not sure about is what happened. I don't know if it was something I did or the stream just like it just ended. I don't understand what just happened. I mean, it's totally possible I accidentally like closed Streamlabs, but even then it would like normally take some time to close and give me some kind of message. I made some tweaks with the OBS. Yeah, we just restarted. I'm supposed to play unusual openings. Let's try the fantasy variation. Arsenal, you just arrived. Serbian variation. E5. Serbian gambit. I just made that up. But it's a mystery. I received no notifications about software crashing. I just was literally sitting here like wondering why the chat was so quiet, and then I realized the stream was down. Like OBS was just closed. But I had bad stream quality last night. And made some minor adjustments to my broadcasting software. You drew your game last week. Highest rated team in Division 1, and we won. Last week. We're talking about like last Thursday, Arsenal fan? Is this really okay for black? I have my doubts about this. Okay, he has like bishop e4. This is a good question. If bishop f4, knight e7, it's like an Albin. Bishop f4, knight e7 seems like it wastes a lot of time. There's like so many options here. Bishop f4, knight e7, e6, takes, knight takes e4. I don't know. Too many options to think about. See, that's the thing that bothers me about playing like Chess Bia student. How can you not spend time thinking about all the different options? You just make moves like God tells you what to play or something. I don't understand how anybody can play like that. God said. So it's like pure intuition, calculation. Where do you stop calculating, you know? There's too many options here. I have all these moves. Bishop f4, f4, knight takes e4. I mean, how do you decide between those three moves without spending time analyzing? Castle's queenside was illegal. But other than that, it was good. You're getting ahead of yourself. That's the next move. I have to remove my bishop. My problem with these people who play like ultra fast is like there's too much stuff to think about. How can you not think about it at least? And Arsenal is another good player who I think plays fast, but he doesn't exaggerate, you know. He's quick, but he doesn't play instant moves without thinking. Like, hey, it's Miro. There's a difference between being quick and just playing instantaneous every single move like it's a bullet game. Time management is super important and tricky with increment. Man, I mean, I didn't tell you, Arsenal, I lost on Sunday, and it was really sick what I did. I woke up late, my alarm clock. I tried to snooze or something. Came to the game 20 minutes late in a 90-minute time control. Played the white side of a marshal in a very sharp position and then the guy played this novelty. And after being 20 minutes late to a game, I spent 45 minutes on one move. I just couldn't move. I was sitting there like frozen, like the deer on the road, staring in the headlights. Because I can't make a bad move. Like, I can't reach out and make a move unless I'm certain I'm making at least a reasonably good move. Well, I played the marshal accepted with d3 instead of d4. And there's still tons of theory in that. And like, my fear, of course, is that my opponent might know more than me. Because I'm not an expert. So I accept the marshal, I play d3 instead of d4. He plays like the standard variation with bishop d6. Attacking my rook, I play, rook e1. He plays queen h4, I play g3, plays queen h3, I played rook e4. And that's like theoretical position where there's like 5 different moves for black, or at least like 4. And the guy, like, very quickly, in less than a minute, plays bishop e6. I was like, what is that? It's literally never been played before. And he played it, like, quickly, as if, like, it's standard theory or something. And I literally didn't know what to do. It's actually a really logical move, because white's good bishop is on b3. My good bishop's on b3. He puts his bishop on e6. If those bishops get exchanged, I mean, it's probably not a bad positional exchange. Speaking of positional exchanges, Sumer is playing like an awesome strategic game here. Or is it just my imagination? He just plays bishop e6. Wow. Awesome strategic game here by black. King in the center, compensation for structure. Very active bishop on b7. I love the way black played this. But I mean, the thing is, like, I can't be 20 minutes late to the game and then sit there and spend 45 minutes on one move, I mean, it's just, the problem was I couldn't find even like, I don't know, what I thought was like an okay move. Every variation I looked at, I was like, I feel like I'm worse. It was really, really sick. First time chat from viewer Boggy 888. So I left myself against an IM, albeit an older one, who wasn't high rated, but still. I left myself with 30-second increments and 5 minutes for 20 moves, in a very tense position with the queens on the board, where he like has the initiative. He's down a pawn, but he has the initiative. So I was like, yeah, it wasn't a good scene. And I only had 1 hour of sleep the night before. The good part is I didn't have like significant hangover or anything like that, but just 1 hour of sleep. I found this way to like sack the exchange to force the queens off the board and reach what was a drawn ending, which I thought was a pretty good result. And no, he got his queen on h5 and his bishop on g4, and he was pinning my knight on f3 to my queen, so I sacked the rook. I sacked a rook for his white square bishop, basically. I was up a pawn and I sacrificed my active rook for his white square bishop on g4. And at one point the computer said I was even like 0.1 better with that material balance. But I literally had to make like 20 moves with increment, which is 30-second increment, but still. You have to physically press the clock, and it's very unpleasant, you know, to sit there and be like, you know, you can't even leave the board because you'll lose on time for 20 moves. You can't go to the bathroom. But he plays really fast, this guy. He always plays fast. So it's not like he tortured me with the fact that I couldn't go to the bathroom or something. The restroom, if you prefer. Damn. This is an insane game by Sumaher. I mean, what is Black's performance rating in this game? And the last move? Seriously? The last move, rook d8 with no time? I want to see what Black's CPL is in this game. It's got to be like under 20. He played like a god in this game. I wouldn't say expectations are his birthday, you know, by the way. Well, not a bad Indian player. I think that Sumaher is more of an attacker. He might be related to Chef Dia thing. Very fast. So anyway, to make a long story short, I reached these on some. The audio's out? What? Anything else can go wrong? Wow. Check out this move. What he did there. How does my audio stop? I can fix it, but I have to stop. All right. How about now? Do we have sound now? Listen. Listen to this. My computer lowers the volume on stuff. We have sound now? Listen. Listen to this. My computer lowers the volume on stuff. We have sound now? Listen. How about now? How are we now with the echoes? Are we good now? There is this Windows bug where it's lowering my max volume on the mic from 100 to 28. Now it happened before the stream before. Now it's doing it in the middle of the stream. Maybe it just auto resets itself from 100 to 28 volume. Can anybody tell me like what that could be? Like, it's like the drivers are messed up, or some kind of weird Windows bug. Great game by Sumaher. He was better, winning better at one point. I was better in the opening. Here I didn't know what to do. What am I supposed to play in this position? I guess I'm supposed to just castle and let him take on e4. Check this position out. What is white to play? Plus 0.7. Knight d2. I was worried about this square. I almost played knight f2. And I was very concerned about this like square being weak here on e3. So I ended up wasting too much time. Arsenal fan. Hey, it's Miro. Those who are subscribers can play first. What? Doesn't anybody... Bob, you know everything. Doesn't anybody know what could magically lower my mic volume from 100 to 28? What would cause that? In the middle of my stream? This happened a couple years ago, and it's back again. The system is like automatically lowering the max volume without any notification or reason whatsoever. I had this happen 2 years ago. It was like a different number, I think. But then it just magically fixed itself, and now it's magically back again. We're supposed to play unusual openings, but it's a little late for that now. I'm going to play a6. But we're in bad shape, I guess. This is my second stream. Bad opening. It's the bad opening stream. No, the stream crashed or I turned it off by accident and it's not clear which it was. And there'll be no way to know. But all kinds of weird stuff's been happening with my mic. My mic volume turns itself down. It must be Halloween around the corner. The mic turns itself down. The stream just stops without any notification. I have really bad drop frames last stream out of the blue. It's been just one issue after another the last couple of streams. And it's funny because I had like 100 streams with no issues whatsoever. We ran really well for a long time with absolutely no technical issues. But last Thursday there was Windows Update, which is always a bad sign. Ever since that, there's been all kinds of funny stuff happening. Whatever they call it, Bob. I don't think it's XP. Windows 10. The latest product. Yeah, I'm not still on XP. I've got a few computers somewhere that might be, but not this one. No, I mean literally, I ran really well for like 100 streams without any issues till Thursday, and then all hell breaks loose. Man, my position is a little slow to be playing knight g8 here. I'm not sure knight g8 is gonna fly, but what are my other options? I'm using OBS, Streamlabs OBS. Maybe that's their way of getting me to pay for OBS Prime or whatever. They start like sabotaging your streams. I'm super paranoid. Imagine that. Yeah, I don't know. It's been really weird. Welcome DT Verma. But what could make my system lower the volume max down from 100 to 28 on its own, like a ghost effect? Miro. It's just doing it every time now. I wonder, it never did it like live while I was in the middle of a stream before. It would be that way like before I started the stream lately, and I could like manipulate it and turn it back on. It just happened like in the middle of the stream. It seems to happen every time I start the computer. It defaults back to 28. Mic volume defaults back from 100 to 28%. If I start the machine up, then I have to fix it, set it back to 28. But this is the first time it like set itself back in the middle of a stream. It just reverted back to 28 midstream. Wow. Bishop g5. You're crazy, man. Dr. Miro in the house. We gotta troubleshoot SLADGIE stream. Do I use VoIP? That sounds like something from the 80s, right? You had this happen years ago? Could be 3 to 4 things. Windows has a setting automatically lower volume when it receives a call. The weird thing was, I wondered if it happened when my stream crashed. But we had sound at first when I started the stream back, didn't we? Didn't we? Hey, Richie, can I develop my bishop, please? Do you mind? Would you mind letting me develop my bishop terribly? Yeah, it happened as soon as Chespio went live. I think it's connected. Found on the web. Masturbate can be found on the web. Windows communications feature. There's one Windows feature that ends up creating this particular issue. Although it's designed to automatically adjust the volume when the PC is used for communication purposes, it can sometimes pick up false positive, which will end up reducing the volume when it's not the case. Changing the default behavior to do nothing. Where do I do that? Do nothing. Windows communication feature. We have to set it to do nothing. I knew Windows was behind it. It's that 5G. It's because I got vaccinated. It's my vaccination causing it. Wow. What do you want to do here? Masturbate is the master of copy and paste. Turtle up. Let's turtle. Turtle McGirdle. Don't even think about it. You will regret that decision. Promise to make you regret. The stream is like 12p right now. Is it bad? I blame it on Windows. Nothing is my fault. Hey, what about a bad bishop? It's gaining time. Whoa. What just happened? Arsenal is going postal. Nakamura's quitting bullet chess? Man. Was he going to start playing real chess again? Great idea. Man. Maybe he's tired of not being in the top 10 or something. I think he should quit streaming. Depends on what you want in life. I mean, what do you want out of life anyway? What could possibly go wrong here? Yeah. Alright, thank you for the game, man. He said it when he was about 150 games in his bullet stream. Whatever. Hey, Smiro. Thanks for being a subscriber. Dude, it's like... That's like a drug addict saying he's gonna stop doing drugs. I mean... 99% of the time, you know, without intervention, there's no way you're gonna quit. You would need, like, treatment or something. Basically, Nakamura needs treatment. But personally, I don't understand how 2,700 plus players can play garbage chess and enjoy it, you know? I don't really get it. I'm playing the subscribers first, and then I would take the other players if we have time. Weird Openings Wednesday. Weird Openings Wednesday. He quitted. I think he should just do GeoGuessr. He can do GeoGuessr streams with Anna Rudolph. Who needs chess anyway? Or video games or something. What am I gonna play? I'm not surprised that was still a draw at some point, Arsenal, near the end there. I would not be surprised. I mean, I didn't think I was necessarily winning. I wasn't even sure in the final position, to be honest. Well, before you got mated. But it took a lot of inaccuracies. For white to lose it. I really wasn't planning on playing the Danish gambit here. I was trying to play the reversed elephant. The reversed elephant with h3. Pretty dubious stuff. Hey, but I have a strong central pawn. I mean, how does this stack up against the typical Danish gambit? How much compensation I have? Like, do I have negative compensation? Do I have a half pawn compensation? How's my Twitch stream? I'm really curious if I closed it myself before, like midway into the stream. We had a little bit of, wow, my stream quality is good. I know that the FPS is not that great, but I wanted to make sure I don't get dropped frames. The mic problem, I get it. It's something with Windows. I just hope it doesn't like happen in the middle of my streams. I know how to fix it, but I don't know what's it about. I think bullet chess is insane. It's like a waste of time. The stream looks bad to you. The Twitch stream looks bad to you. Well, I don't understand. Like, the board looks good. You don't like my camera? I know you don't like my layout, but I'm not talking about that. Right now I'm interested in frame rate being okay. Is that a guarantee, Bob? Upgraded? Upgraded. The guarantee. Money back guarantee from Bob. But is Soltico dead? Really, Bob? From beyond the grave? He didn't die, did he? We've lost a lot of people to COVID. He's very alive. Bob still can't. He can't. Bob can't stop holding grudges. He's worse than me. It's like a grudge from 3 years ago. We're still grudging. Even Arsenal can't hold a grudge that long. I mean, I'd like myself a good grudge, but it's a little much now. E5. It looks like Miro could get hit by the classic Greek gift sacrifice here. What is going on? The Tusk. Bob, this should be your new opening. You like elephants, right? Key H3. H3 key to the... It's enabling the Tusk with E5. Donald Tusk. Would you rather be Donald Tusk or Elon Musk? Those are my favorite aliases. Life's too short to watch chess streams. You're losing your porn time, Bob. You're wasting your porn time on watching chess streams. It's kind of a shame because everyone who watched this channel is a good player. We can't even really explain moves. So hey, it's Miro desperately sacrificing a piece to avoid... Does that make you, you're like, I don't know, someone should call the game preserve. He's taking my, he's taking my Tusk away. Can somebody contact a local game preserve? My opponent is trying to collect my Tusk. You know that it's against the law to harvest tusks, right? This tusk is for you. Tusk harvester. Poaching, that's the word, thank you. He poached my tusk. Something very impolite about that terminology. Tusk poacher. On another note, the Melvins released their new album, Five-Legged Dog, recently. Anyway, while we're on the phallic references subject, we try to keep it family friendly here in our morning streams, of course. Bob's influence, and he brings out the worst in all of us. Imagine how he was like in school. It's like the teacher's nightmare. The children that behave pretty well normally, you combine them with like Bob, and the class is just like out of control. He can turn a normal class into a nightmare. Free your mind. Don't talk about the New England Patriots. That's another forbidden subject. Oh my god. Whew, it's a good thing I just blocked like queen takes h3 check, queen g3 off. Otherwise I'm like getting devastated. I didn't even see he was sneaking me with queen h3. Black has some developmental issues in this position though, surprisingly. Look at the development. That's why the Danish Gambit is so great. He still manages to hold it together. God, this is driving me nuts. Please. I can't believe I'm messing this up. I blame Bob. I literally just lost a piece. I'm still up a piece. How am I still up a piece here? I was sure I lost a piece. Was I up 2 pieces and I lost one back? Maybe I lost count of how many pieces I was up. I guess that was it. I was up 2 pieces and lost one back or something. Not a good game. The Elephant Gambit with h3. Oh, this is just stupid. Come on, h3. The reverse Elephant Gambit with h3. We're hoping that he walks into the Tusk advance with e5. Baggy or Boggy 8-8. Yeah, Miro made a good effort to save that. Guys, last game probably, unless it's a really short one. Arsenal fan, thanks for sending in that game. We're going to do a subscriber analysis stream tomorrow night. You know, hopefully we don't get distracted. Halloween Gambit. Astrid, we have the Halloween Gambit coming up. Halloween Gambit thematic next week. Be afraid you challenged? Okay. The problem is, as I've said before on previous streams, be afraid. I can't accept challenges that aren't there. It is an issue, you know. You can't like be like, well, I challenged, but your challenge wasn't there when I went to take the last challenge. I simply can't accept challenges that are non-existent. It was there before, but then it was gone. You know, you can't be like, oh, I was first. Your challenge wasn't there. And I've got to go. We'll see. Alright, let's try this A3 4 knights. I can't guarantee I play another game because we're pretty short of time. Here's Carol Wana had a game, I think with Black in the Olympiad like 6 or 7 years ago. Was it that long ago now? I can't remember what White did here. You can play a reversed 4 knights. Equalizing. Bishop e5. Now we're cooking. What's bishop g5? Wow, is that really a move? You can do bishop g4. Wow, holidays. Nice. Now you made me want Eggs Benedict. The friend of mine playing in a poker tournament in Slovakia or somewhere, he sent a picture of his chips and a breakfast with like Eggs Benedict for the second day. Made me want Las Vegas. I want to have a buffet breakfast with Eggs Benedict. So what do we got here? Better ending? There's no reason to exchange right away on c6. Eggs Florentine, that's with spinach? Las Vegas hotels don't have balconies? That can't be true. It sounds like a YouTube conspiracy theory. Well, I mean, I think it's more like the like shooting. They don't want people to like snipe from balconies anymore. It's a conspiracy theory that it's to prevent suicides. Since the Las Vegas shooter, probably. But he actually didn't shoot from balcony, I don't think. I'm just making that up. Now, Boggy like has to play f6, right? I mean, you have to play f6 here. A bad pawn is better than no pawn at all. Now the center just rolls you. That's game over. This is game over. But if you play f6, and I take, and you take, and I play d4, I'm gonna have to take, like, and isolate my pawn on e5, and I think in that position black has chances to defend. Here, I don't know. Maybe you still have f6. I mean, maybe at the end of the day, he has a point here. Because he can play f6 anyways, and it's sort of like a transposition. Okay. I could play rook f1, which is interesting. Huh. So it's not so clear. Wow. Anyway, I'm afraid of heights. I don't really like the balconies anyway. It's cool. Rook f1. I just want to go for the free buffet. Cheap buffets. That was several years ago, Arsenal. You must have heard about it at the time. It's easy to forget stuff with the craziness that's going on today, but on a regular basis. No, we're talking about an old story. No, in Denmark they only use knives and bows and arrows because they have sensible gun control there. Yeah, they're like right-wing conspiracy theorists who claim the Las Vegas shooting didn't happen, too. It was a false flag made up by the left-leaning media. Black just lost a piece. No, I mean, too many people in the United States have guns. Like, millions and millions of people have guns. It's not normal, you know. I'm totally okay with people having guns for hunting or whatever, but you just don't need, like, people walking around the street with guns. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. It's a human right to have a gun. Plus, they're fun. Well, eventually Black's gonna run out of moves here. We have one last challenge with Drew Goal. Let's make it fast. Last game, for sure. Let's play something different. Move 2. Oh, you played that. Alright, let's play a gambit. It's the wing gambit. Bishop b5. To smash my pawns. No, he didn't do it. Didn't do it. It's the Benko Gambit. The Benko Gambit variation of the Sicilian. He played c4 though, which is pretty slow. So we can kind of get away with this here. I mean, I've played this type of b5 break against the Blafnik system as a pawn sack. This isn't quite as sound, but there's some strategic compensation. This is not totally harmless. Wow, we're on knight b3? But I'm leaving the center. Leaving Las Vegas. Every American needs an assault rifle. It's your inherent right as a good patriot. Alright, I don't like that knight coming to d5 here. I don't want that happening. So now what? It's weird. I mean, I live in Europe. I mean, there are probably people with guns, but it's not like all over the place. We have our problems. But, no one is like, oh, my freedom's been taken away because, like, everyone doesn't have guns. It's this crazy Wild West attitude. I can't believe they have open carry in Texas now. That's freaking nuts, man. I mean, you know, like, anybody can carry a gun without a permit, without training. It's just crazy, dude. I mean, why can't the United States be more like Europe? It doesn't have to be like China. Man, White's defending this. Alright, we gotta get out of here. It's time to go. There's plenty of democratic countries where people aren't running around like with millions of guns, you know. Of course, democracy isn't what the right wing really wants. But maybe they did at one point. The days of Ronald Reagan are over. I mean, I grew up in like a Republican family, basically. Boom. Rook takes b2. This is the Benko. This is a Benko. Coulomb. That's a pawn. Well, we never had a good social medical system in the United States, though. It's not exactly transposing. Why are people shooting each other is a good question. Because they can. I'm afraid to like get into like a road rage incident with someone. Living in a liberal state too, even there. It never used to be like I was afraid like somebody would pull a gun on me because we had a dispute about a driving incident or something. You know, now I would be very concerned. Society is going downhill. E6 pawn, no problem. So what about this ending if I give him the E6 pawn? I could just check first. Just check first. We could check first, keep the queens on. I have D5 even. That king is crazy. Alright. This looks like it's just winning. I mean, white is just lost here. He could go for the A file maybe. His queen is close to traps. No, it's got back. This is good. Equal material, but white is lost. The internet definitely has a lot to do with it. It's a very different world we live in from when I was a kid. Communication is so fast. Any kind of ideas can be promoted with lightning speed. The white king is not feeling very safe here. Check. There's no mate though. I have rook e8. That looks kind of strong. There's still no mate. He's basically like down a rook. His king should get mated, but I don't see how. So he just lost all of his stuff. But if his king goes to d2, how am I checkmating him here? How do I finish him off? You know, obviously, rook takes, queen e, king d2, queen e2 check. Oh, I have bishop e3. Wow. Wait, he goes to c2. Yeah, it's lucky that I have this mate here. Like here, 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 and here. There's also here, here, winning the queen. But I can't say I saw that. You know, I probably would have found it. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Wonderful political discussion today. But that's not the point of the stream. We're streaming chess here 6 days a week. I'll be back on Thursday night with subscriber stream. It's going to be game submissions. Arsenal fan, I got your game. I wouldn't mind if you sent me the game on a lichess link. Did you send a lichess link? I will be back tomorrow night, 11:30. What am I saying? 6:30 p.m. CEST. Thanks, everybody.